Hey, what's going on, guys? DeMarco Crum here, John Bryant, and we are here with another video with Strength of the Purpose, our YouTube channel. So today we want to talk to you guys about the Kettlebell Snatch and a great workout that you can do that's really good for building up your conditioning, which is awesome for just building all around fitness and fat loss and all that fun stuff. So Sean, if you want to go ahead and give us a rundown, man.
Sure. So as previously mentioned in other videos and just in general, the snatch is a great combination, kind of like a hybrid of basically a swing and press, because it's the start of what a swing looks like with where you pump through the hips, squeeze the glutes, lock the knees out, and then that float locks out into like a press position basically. So it's to go off of kind of what we talked about with the swings, or it's like the 10 by 10, adding 1 rep per week, that kind of stuff. You can take that same approach if you'd like. But another drill I love for the snatch is to do what I call snatch sprints. Sounds kind of daunting, but basically trying to see how many snatches with proper form, of course, you can hit in a 30-second period on one side, and then resting for 30 seconds before you hit the other side. I suggest probably starting with the side you feel a little bit less confident on, and then so that way after 30 seconds you finish off on the side you're a little bit more confident on. So you can extrapolate that to 45-second sprints if you want, because there's only so many snatches you can cram into 30 seconds. Anywhere from the 14 to 16 range is kind of towards the top. Whereas if you're kind of down to the 8 to 10 range, which is totally fine, maybe stick with 30 seconds until you can kind of piece together more snatches upwards of like I said, 14 to 16. So what I can have DeMarco demonstrate is a 30-second round of snatches. You'll notice he's not yes, going to sprint because he's been doing this for a while, but you can take your time with this. You don't have to aim for the 16 snatches. You can aim for more so 10 or so. So 30 seconds worth, you would get 30 seconds rest, and you would go again on the other side.
Awesome. Let's rock and roll, man.
Right. Okay. I'm going to start him off on the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 15 seconds. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax. Nice. So right at 30 seconds, he hit 15, so we pretty much locked out right at 15 on the 32nd. So that one would, in this case, definitely count as the 15 snatch. Don't have to necessarily set the bell down for it to count. So 15 seconds down, 15 to go until he goes on the other side. 10 seconds. You want to stay loose with fast and loose drills. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, halfway, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax.
Ooh, that's heart rate up.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Oh,
so like you just mentioned, get the heart rate up. Once you get comfortable enough with the swing and comfortable enough with the snatch, this is a great drill to get into as far as the snatch sprints go. Because again, if you're hitting upwards of 15, like DeMarco just did, where 16 would be kind of maybe pushing it, or maybe probably can't even hit 17. That's cramming a lot into 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
He can take that up to maybe 40 instead, 35, 45, whatever. So because you can obviously fit more volume into that and end up doing more work. So 3 rounds of that's pretty good. Because if you're hitting, in his case 15, so 30 each round, it's going to be 90 on the day. It's pretty good volume. But again, you can also take the approach of the 10-minute swing thing we did the other day, where maybe every round you alternate, so you're hitting 100 snatches, but it's 10 here, set the bell down, rest for the rest of that minute, 10 here, set the bell down, so it alternates. So definitely one of my favorite drills as far as the snatches go once the client is comfortable enough actually doing them, because they can be a tricky movement. Definitely took me a little bit to get comfortable with them. Back when I was training for my certification, and but now like I love snatches. So I'm sure DeMarco can attest to that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they're an amazing movement. They do a lot, and they the research has really been really exciting about kettlebell snatches, particularly like over the last few years that I read, talking about the caloric burn. It's much higher than like what we call traditional steady state cardio. It's like running on a treadmill. You actually burn more calories, or I'll put it this way: the amount of calories you burn if you were to maintain a 6-minute mile, that's what you burn per minute of doing, per round of doing like a 15-second round of snatch intervals. So there's much more bang for your buck for body composition changes, dropping body fat, increasing conditioning, and it's a minimalist approach. You got one piece of equipment, you can do a bunch of movements with it, so it's really cool.
Yeah, as he was just talking about like running and whatnot, this is my cardio, to be honest. Like I love the fact that I can do a shorter workout and still feel like I maybe ran 10 miles kind of thing, because my track days are over. So this is what I do now.
Definitely retired.
Yeah, definitely retired. Definitely in terms of burning calories, whatever your approach is, you get a lot done in a short amount of time, and because you're moving heavyweight fast. And with the overhead component of the snatch, you get a little bit more out of it. Again, when you're comfortable with it, swings are still great too. I do those every week, snatches, mix them in every now and then. But it's a great movement to kind of go off with once you are comfortable with it. So,
yeah, absolutely. The main thing I'll say about the snatch sprints, obviously it's under time, and anytime you're going to be timed for a protocol, you're going to want to go fast because you want to beat your number of reps, do all that kind of stuff. But the main thing is just don't sacrifice technique. You'll on the snatch sprint, you'll kind of pull that bell down a little bit. That's fine. I mean, that's not a problem because you're trying to get a lot of reps at a time. Don't start sacrificing form to the point where you're not fully locking out, or you're coming early, you're catching it early and pressing, or getting lazy with it or anything like that. Not using your hips. Just make sure that they're fast and explosive reps, but with good technique. Make sure you're doing them well. Like one of my master instructor, Brett Jones, shout out to you, sir. At my SFG weekend, he said, "Impress me with your skill. I don't care how much weight you can do or how many reps you can do it well. Focus on doing it well." So, which I'm all about.
Yep, couldn't say that better myself.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you got anything else to add, man?
No, that should do it. Definitely, like I said, love the snatches. So hopefully we get some of you guys doing that soon. And any question you guys have, because it is a trickier movement to learn. But once you have a solid swing, you're that much closer to being able to accomplish the snatch. So any questions along the way, just let us know. We're here to help. So
absolutely, yeah, guys. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions or anything that didn't make sense. You have any comments as well, which is obviously what the comments tab is for. But if any of you are looking at this going, "Ooh, what's a kettlebell snatch? What's that all about?" We actually have a video from previously that we filmed talking about snatch technique and the way to what we call tame the arc, which that'll make sense to you once you watch the video. But I'll link that below so that you guys can go back to that and go into the technique of the snatch. It's hips wise, it's the same as the swing. The hips drive the bell up, but then what you do with your arm is different. You're basically using your arm in a different way to guide the bell into the overhead position versus straight out in front of you like a swing.
Right.
So, yeah, guys, stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we've got a lot more content coming your way. So if you have anything to add, feel free to comment below. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.